All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Sorry about that. If you're just tuning into this, go watch part one. We were streaming and OBS locked up on us, so I had to stop the stream and I had to back out. I don't even know what the heck play I called. Okay. Yeah, I had to stop the stream. I had to start over because OBS completely locked up and froze on me. So hopefully, is it gonna do it again? What the heck is this doing? Okay, there we go. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Sorry about this. I don't know why. Like I said, I literally have the Ethernet cable plugged right into my computer. So I don't know if it's just an OBS thing or if it's what, but it is locking up. We'll have to keep an eye out. I'll try to do my best. It might be a radio call at some point. Yeah, super annoying. Okay, 3rd down and 9 for the Birmingham Maulers. Neo O'Donnell. There we go. Jefferson, it's been his go-to guy so far. Jefferson, who spent his early years in Revolution Pro Football with the San Antonio Dragons. So O'Donnell with the confidence, stepping in the pocket. What's going on, Bo Zax? Welcome back. Sorry about that delay. I have to keep watching the stuttering. It's got to be something with OBS. Now, my computer did do some weird, and I've mentioned this before. Whenever my computer does updates, it always seems to like mess up OBS. I don't know if anyone else has this problem. But whenever my computer does updates, it completely screws OBS up. So, that's what we're dealing with here. If you don't mind me asking, what motivated you to come back to making content after stopping the first time? Basically, being able to stream directly from my PS4 is what did it. There were a couple times that I did try to bring it back, but as obvious and evidenced by the fact that I have the Patreon page, patreon.com/tvsports27. Basically, I mean, what kind of stopped the first time going way back was when everything went to HD, when YouTube went to HD, and I only had my laptop, and I was previously making videos off of my laptop, and I did get an HD capture card at the time, and Elgato. I said, oh, what a catch by Jefferson, and the Maulers back on top. But my laptop not being able to render HD videos is kind of where I was like, all right. So I went for a little bit longer, still doing like the 480 whatever P videos, which those are the ones that are going up on Patreon as we speak. Those old videos from my old YouTube channel. But I'd always wanted to like come back and do it, so I kind of played around with it, but I was never able to find a computer. I experimented with a couple of different computers, but to get a really, really good computer to render HD videos, you got to spend a lot of money, and I didn't have that. I did a GoFundMe at one point, too, on my Facebook page, the one that, you can check the links as well, the TV Sports Facebook, the official TV Sports Facebook page, and I didn't get anything on there, and no one really, wasn't able to get what we needed to be able to get a good computer. So what eventually, like I said, what made it come back is when I got my PS4. I went from Xbox 360 directly to PS4. So I went from, obviously a system that didn't have any streaming capabilities in the Xbox 360 to the PS4. And actually, I didn't even know that you could stream from the PS4. I had the PS4 for maybe like a year and a half before I even stumbled across the fact that I was like, oh, you can like stream directly from this. So then I started streaming from the PS4, and that's when the great YouTube purge of 2020 happened that we always talk about. And what made us have to start the brand new channel here. Oh boy, Cunningham. Yeah, just got to eat that sack. So that's what led to starting this channel here. But it was mainly just being able to stream from the PS4, where it's like, okay, well now I can bring this back. I might not be editing videos and putting up like 15, 20-minute videos and all that, but I can still kind of do the same thing, but just stream it. It'll be so much easier. It'll be faster. I don't have to worry about editing or rendering or uploading. Obviously, it's longer for you guys to have to watch. There's a first down. But it's just, I can just pop it in. I can play the game. I can talk over it, and it uploads directly. So I had a South. The great YouTube purge of 2020 happened, and they basically put no effort into trying to revive my channel. So that's when I started streaming directly on Twitch, and I would just upload the on-demand stuff here on YouTube. And the Twitch thing was going great for a while. We had a great couple of months on Twitch, but then I went probably like 2 or 3 months where like nobody on Twitch, like the Twitch thing was just like dying out. Like nobody was coming to any of the Twitch streams, no matter what, you know, how much promotion, anything. The Twitch thing was just pretty much dying out. So then some of the WWE 2K22 videos that I was uploading here on YouTube were starting to pick up steam a little bit, and then I started streaming on YouTube instead, and here we are. So that's the story. So basically, to make a long story short, the ability to start streaming directly from the PS4 is kind of what made it an easy thing, and what made me want to get back into this. So that, just playing the games, obviously, you know, the Patreon thing is a big motivation as well. Thurman Thomas. He would like to have try to win that championship that he never got to win. 4 years with Buffalo, 4 AFC championship wins, 4 Super Bowls. Never able to get the big one done. The handoff to Thomas, and Thomas shellacked in the backfield. He goes down. Second down and 13.
Second and 13.
Randall Cunningham, Columbus Crusaders. Incomplete.
The pass was incomplete, intended for Metzeroz.
Third and 13. Birmingham up 10-7. Paul Bear's here. What's going on? Brian and a go-go. That's right. Third down and 13. Cunningham is going to take off, and Cunningham is going to take the first down. I don't know how the heck to slide in that game. That juke was me trying to slide. I guess the good thing about this game is it doesn't cause a fumble like if you get hit with a quarterback like it does on Madden. But I don't know how to slide. This one seems like it could be a back and forth one, huh? All the expansion teams with the exception. Hold on one sec. There's the give right at the middle. Thomas, the exception of the Tampa Bay Vipers, who we now know are going to become the Tampa Bay Mutiny. And we transition back to the RXFL.
Is this a great drive or what?
All the other 3 expansion teams made it. The Crusaders, the Eclipse, the Iron Men. Tipped up. Incomplete.
The pass was incomplete, intended for Barrow.
Elias. Or is it Ezekiel? You guys gonna be watching Slammiversary tonight?
Third and 5.
Oni Lorcan. Oni doesn't even have a... What's his name these days? Biff Busick. He had quite the he had quite the WrestleMania weekend, didn't he? You guys saw any of Biff Busick, Oni Lorcan matches? Fights with Suzuki at Bloodsport and whatnot. But yeah, you guys are gonna be watching Slammiversary tonight. I am gonna be locked in. I'm super excited. A lot of the old classic TNA matches are coming back. We got the reverse battle royal, the first ever Queen of the Mountain, Ultimate X, Monsters Ball. I think the only thing we're missing is Clockwork Orange House of Fun, right? I was so disappointed. That was one of the when WrestleMania 2020 was coming to Tampa. I had tickets to that, obviously, because I live in Florida. And I had tickets to the TNA No Place Like Home event that was going to have Clockwork Orange House of Fun, and King of the Mountain, and Ultimate X. Basically, like every gimmick match in TNA history was going to be on that show, and that was one of the ones that obviously everything got canceled around that time. But when the Backstreet Boys reunion tour kicked off, that's one of the shows that went by the wayside. So it was super disappointing, and I still think about that show. Like, if anything else, I eventually got to go to WrestleMania the next year when it came back to Tampa, and I got to get 2 nights of WrestleMania, which was cool. But NXT TakeOver I missed out on, and the TNA No Place Like Home both did not happen. And I often think about that TNA show. It's like, man, because I've never gotten to see some of those matches in person. I've never seen Ultimate X in person or King of the Mountain in person, so missing out on that one. Josh Alexander, yeah, big match tonight with Eric Young. Eric Young, the world-class maniac, right? O'Donnell got hit, and it's intercepted by Patrick Peterson, so he made up for the miss earlier, and that was just a clean shot on O'Donnell, which forced that one to get out there. Yeah, we saw the aces and eights. Briscoe and Bischoff this past week on SmackDown. Or SmackDown. I'm getting ready to play SmackDown on the brain. On Impact, they did not have a good showing, though. They got handled pretty easily there, though, by Honor No More. Herman Thomas. Second down and 9 for the Crusaders. Both teams with a whole lot to play for. Both quarterbacks, Neil O'Donnell and Randall Cunningham, trying to prove the haters wrong. One was Randall Cunningham. A lot of people placed the blame at his feet of those bad Omaha Firebird seasons, but obviously we've seen what happened the last couple years. And they haven't made the playoffs either with either of their quarterbacks. And same thing for Neil O'Donnell. 3 playoff bursts in a row, looking for that first playoff win. So both quarterbacks looking for that first playoff win in Revolution Pro. Was that referee just laying on the ground? He got taken out. Look at that. Oh, my God. He took a tumble. Well, you can't see it because OBS is freezing on us. But you have to take my word for it. The ref took a heck of a tumble here. Come on, OBS. Oh my God, I don't know what this thing is doing. This is super annoying. Sorry about this, guys. There it goes. I'm putting this all on OBS. I don't know. It's just lagging along. And see, that's exactly why I stream more often from my PS4 than anything else. I guess it works for some people. I have a desktop computer now. It's one that I got from my parents. It was their old computer, but whenever I try to stream from it, it just kills the computer. Like, it's too overwhelming for it. So I don't know what the deal is. So I stream from my laptop here, but obviously it can't handle the various things. Cunningham, touchdown! Mitsalaris. Nice confidence by Cunningham in the pocket. Oh yeah, the D'Lo Brown sky high. Yeah, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? That was a really cool moment. The vice president. It was all, you know, we didn't really get the D'Lo Brown aces and eights, you know, whole to do back in the original aces and eights incarnation. The vice president, he got kicked out pretty early after getting unmasked. And I guess behind the scenes he was always there, but it felt like I mean, he was pretty quick to get booted out of the program. So as predicted, it continues to go back and forth between the Maulers and the Crusaders here. Crusaders up 17-10. See if we can get a good return from Rod Woodson. He gets it up to the 26. Lots of scoring so far in this one. 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals. We're still early in the second. No punts yet. Give is to Perry.
He picks up 6 yards on the play. Pop. Credited with the tackle.
It's 7-yard pickup there. O'Donnell, 95 yards, the one pick. That was on a hit, big hit. I'm gonna miss the Maulers color scheme. That brown and black is one you don't see anywhere in sports. And I think it's a pretty cool look. It was very, very unique, definitely, to the Birmingham Maulers. Do you guys know any other sports teams that wear that brown and black color scheme?
First and 10.
Dexter Loomis went to the NWA. I haven't kept up with the actually the NWA. I watched it early on, and then when the whole thing with Jim Cornette happened, which I thought was kind of insane. Like, you know, like how much that ended up being a big to-do for something that nobody caught, and then they tried to put all the blame on him. That's kind of when I started falling out of the NWA. I was like, oh, they're going to be like this. And obviously the one dude got let go too. Not Billy Corgan, but yeah, hopefully they keep doing cool things. I think like Mike Knox is there too, obviously, but it's just one of those shows, again, I mentioned not really having the time between NWA's another show. But that and NXT UK, Level Up. I would love to find the time for it. New Japan Strong, but there just isn't. I think Noah and Tokyo Joshi had a big show this past weekend, and just didn't have time to watch with this being the holidays and all. And then, of course, we got Slammiversary tonight. I do keep up with MLW. That is one of my Thursday employment TVs. I think because it is an hour long, and it's even less than that when you cut out there's commercials like in the show. And then also if you have YouTube Premium, which I do, because YouTube got insane with their commercials. I couldn't do it anymore. But yes, that is a very, very good show. I'm a big MLW fan, and it's an easy watch because it's usually a 45-minute thing. If they ever expanded any longer than that, I probably, unfortunately, wouldn't be able to keep up with it. But as long as they stay a 1-hour show, it is good in my book.
This is what we're gonna do. Pair slot, 50 tight end, out and in, and break.
Holiday. She used to work where I used to work at, by the way. It's kind of a fun factoid. Where I used to work at the up in Montgomery. She was before my time, but I knew people that worked with her, so it was kind of cool. Like, oh man, a pro wrestler worked where I worked. Jefferson trying to get this one tied up. This has been a very nice drive, by the way, for the Birmingham Maulers.
Oh, we got you back on your heels,
long,
and we
deep
ain't gonna
drive.
stop.
First and goal.
Of course, we know the fate of the Maulers. They're going to be moving to Atlanta. Whether they move with the championship or they get eliminated here. And Perry pulled out of the end zone. I'm going to keep trying to pound it in there with Perry. We'll see. Romo out there. Can't get in again. They run it a third time, or they put the ball in Neil O'Donnell's hands. Here we go. Third down and goal. O'Donnell pressured and tried to dump it off to Jerry Rice. Incomplete. Goal line stand for the Columbus Crusaders. Field goal is good. That makes it 17-13. Crusaders still on top. see what the Crusaders do with it here. Little time left on the clock. All the timeouts, of course. I almost thought to have Patrick Peterson returning kicks, right? You would think. Great kick returner he was in Arizona. 2-minute drill. We'll see. So they got another deep one in them. Randall Cunningham and company. Wide open. Irving Fryer. First grab of the game. Fryer coming over from the defending champion Ann Arbor Annihilators. They'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Just beyond midfield, Birmingham 44. Cunningham. Mentalaris. He had the touchdown earlier. And Cunningham doing a nice job so far. Really staying positive in the pocket. They're going to hand it off to Thurman Thomas. It's a big first down. So Zach and Brian, you guys got a heck of a schedule going on right there. Crusaders haven't needed to take any timeouts just yet. Stepping up into the pocket, Cunningham just overshot it. He had Irving Fryer back of the end zone, and he put a little too much gusto on the ball.
2nd and 10.
And Fryer carried him out of bounds, incomplete. There's Fryer. That time they connect. And the Crusaders take a big lead. That does leave a minute, though, for Birmingham. But it's also risky, too, if you're Birmingham. You know, Neil O'Donnell, he has a propensity for turnovers and whatnot. Bobby. 24-13. We've seen Birmingham come back before. And rower look, Rod Woodson on these kick returns. Woodson been with this team all 5 years, a staple of the Birmingham Maulers. Las Vegas, speaking of Vegas, Las Vegas Firebirds. So we're keeping some of these old names around. They are going for it. Oh my God, how did Jefferson make that catch? Are you kidding me? There's no way. That was incredible. Coach telling O'Donnell, I think he got away with one there.
All the time you're giving me, I could put on a clinic.
We'll give you all the time you need, man. All right.
1st and 10.
Of course, we know the Columbus Crusaders' future, the Columbus Aviators. Pressure coming onto O'Donnell. Off the back of his foot, still got the ball there. And we know they're going to get the big signee, the big coup. They got Joe Montana, the inaugural league champion. Salt Lake City Fury. 34 seconds, still 2 timeouts for the Maulers. Jerry Rice, we haven't heard from him all day. He gets out of bounds. That'll stop the clock.
Gain of of 18 yards on the play.
They've kept Jerry Rice in check, and usually when they do, and of course you got Patrick Peterson on Jerry Rice. Come on.
First and 10 from your Crusaders, 17-yard line.
Down. Sit.
30 seconds to go. Here we go. Got Rice again. Both feet in, out of bounds.
With the run out of bounds, he picks up 6 yards on the play.
Slick plays right now by the Birmingham Maulers.
Ball at
And you see
the
Jefferson's numbers on the day, 140 yards for Jefferson previously with the San Antonio Dragons. And there goes Neil O'Donnell. Couldn't escape that one. 3rd and 12. You guys have some stacked shows coming up. You guys should co-promote Zach and Brian. All right, 3rd and 12. Do they get into the end zone? Do they settle for another field goal? O'Donnell. Touchdown, Yancey Thigpen. His first grab of the game. And Thigpen, another guy. Him and Jerry Rice, along with O'Donnell, 5-year starters of the Birmingham Maulers. Yancey Thigpen, what a throw. The Pittsburgh Steeler connection. And the Maulers, they're going to line up for 2. Here we go. Looking for Jerry Rice. That was thrown into triple coverage. I think the idea was you throw that one to Jerry Rice every step of the way, no matter what. And unfortunately for them, it did not work out. So Columbus maintains the lead here, but it's getting close. Columbus and Birmingham. What a battle. Did they play during the regular season? I don't even remember. I almost feel like they did. Let's look at the schedule here on patreon.com/tvsports27. Do a search here. Mauler. Let's see. This one's doing a weird find and replace is acting up right now. All right, they lost week 1 to they won week 1 against St. Louis, won week 2 against the Dragons, then they lost to New York, they lost to Huntington Beach, and then they beat Oklahoma City. So no, to answer your question, this is the first time and the last time these two will play each other unless we get an Aviators Dirty Birds game. Yeah, you guys have a lot of work to do. Ryan and Zach. 24-19 Crusaders on their home field, hoping to advance past the wild card round. A date with the Atlantic City Eclipse is waiting the winner of this game. And everything pretty evenly matched. Look at that. A couple more passing yards for the Birmingham Maulers, but passing yards, rushing yards, time of possession, and I mean it reflects on the scoreboard. 24-19, about as evenly matched as you can get. It'll be a good second half, and then stay tuned. We got WWE 2K22 coming your way next. Friday Night SmackDown. SmackDown before Extreme Rules.
First and 10 from your Crusaders, 30 yards.
The outside. Oh, Thurman Thomas. He could not find an opening. And Thomas eats it and loses 8 yards. Well, DeMarcus Ware. I have a DeMarcus Ware jersey. DeMarcus Ware went to the same university I did. If you guys know what college DeMarcus Ware went to, I went to the same one. Fun fact,
2nd and 17.
me and
from
DeMarcus,
your
graduates
Crusaders, 22
of the
yards.
same university. All right. 2nd and long now all of a sudden for the Crusaders. Knocked down, incomplete. So 3rd and 18. And do you try to force it down the field, or do you just try to run it here?
3rd and 17.
And it looks like they are going to
Your
throw it.
Crusaders, 22 yards.
They're going to try to get the first down. Oh, look at this. Moore is trying, and he's going to end up falling 2 yards short. Look at the numbers for both quarterbacks in this game. Very well played on both sides. But a nice 3 and out, and it all started with the DeMarcus Ware stop from Thurman Thomas.
Come on, let's swarm this guy.
So chance for the Maulers to reclaim the lead since early on in the first here. Big opportunity for them.
Here I come, punter. I'm coming. I'm gonna block the punt.
Ooh, that was almost blocked. Rod Woodson. Not much on the return. Here we go. Neil O'Donnell. Can he get touchdown pass number 3 in this one? Hand off to Perry, and Perry had an opening. Could not squeeze through it. Bring up 2nd down and 7 from the Birmingham 30. O'Donnell trying to find Jerry Rice. Batted away. Boy, after all that scoring in the first half, we're going to see some defense show up here. O'Donnell, does he have the speed? O'Donnell is going to get the first down. Oh, there's how you do the slide. Well, I've been hitting that button before. I don't know. Is Isaiah Scott going to the NWA these days? It's Swerve Strickland, right? Whose house? Swerve's house. First down, Maulers. He only gets 1 yard on that one. Front line of the Columbus Crusaders holding strong here.
Ace 50 tight end, Y outs. All out here, break!
Maulers so close last season to get into their first playoff win. They were a high seed too. They were at home playing the low-seeded Gainesville Clash. Incomplete, looking for John Jefferson. Donald wasn't happy about something. The game went to triple overtime, and it was a goal line stop right at the yard line on a 4th down for the Birmingham Maulers. And the Gainesville Clash would go on. They would be 1 win away. What a grab by Thigpen. And Thigpen, and that's about what happened right there in the Gainesville game. Tackled a yard short. The Gainesville Clash would go on to take on the top-seeded Ann Arbor Annihilators. And of course, we know the rest is history. Ann Arbor would win that game,
Let's go, D.
and they would go on to finally win the league championship after being one of the top-seeded teams 3 years in a row and getting bounced in the first round each time. Touchdown, Maulers. Got to go for 2 again, I would think. They're making a 3-point game. This is going to come down to the wire, folks. You do not want to miss the conclusion of this one. The Maulers and the Crusaders. Two-point conversion attempt to make this a 3-point game. And it's intercepted. Well, the Crusaders got those 2-point conversions locked down. Do they not? There's Romo. Fryer.
Everybody ready? It's gonna be gun, split spread, weak draw. Focus on this one. Break.
First and 10 from your Crusaders, 34 yards.
Out of the gun, they're gonna give it to Thomas. A juke move, and Thomas gonna pick up 7 on the ground.
Thomas with the carry. A pickup of 7 on the play. Anderson with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down and 3.
This is a big one right here, boys. Tight triple strong G toss. Look alive, baby. Break. Break.
2nd and 3. Ball at the 41-yard line.
Give to Thomas once again, and that time it's DeMarcus Ware into the backfield. And he's putting that stop on Thomas once again.
Loses 2 yards on the play.
So what do we got on 3rd down and 5?
Ball at the 39-yard line.
In the gun. Cunningham. He's going to throw it. 1st down. We got a final. The Michigan Panthers knocking off the Pittsburgh Maulers in the USFL. So the Maulers get the 1st round pick in every round of the draft. As you said, they struck out on Shea Patterson. We'll see what happens next time.
Up of 2 yards on the play. Mecklenburg with the tackle. 2nd and 7 from your Crusaders, 50-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Cunningham. He's going to step up, and Cunningham's going to take off. Oh, my goodness. No flag. It looked like Cunningham was giving himself up with the slide. And Rod Woodson came in and hit him anyway. Can we get a yeah? There's some talk right now going on between Woodson and Cunningham on that. It definitely looked like Cunningham was giving himself up. So definitely a little bit of chatter right there. Quick pass. Cunningham to Irving Fryer. Good job for the 4 yards. 56 yards for Fryer in this one.
2nd and 6.
Another 1st down for Fryer. I'd say both quarterbacks playing very well in this game. Both Cunningham and O'Donnell. Haven't really made any crazy mistakes. There's 1 interception. That was after O'Donnell got drilled. I'll take that all day. Thurman Thomas again getting wrapped up. He hasn't had much of a day. See Clyde Simmons in there. He's been a staple of this Birmingham Maulers squad.
2nd and 12 from the Maulers, 26 yards.
Columbus is in field goal range. There's another catch. Fryer getting his hands on everything. Irving Fryer.
20 yards on the play. 1st down.
This is aerial assault, man. Woo!
Woo! You hear that? Woo!
Are you? Hey, man.
Can they do it? Can they get it? Can they get the lead back? Oh, here comes pressure. Cunningham tried to escape. They can hold their blocks. DeMarcus Ware coming in.
You better get rid of that thing quicker next time.
Willie Gordon as well. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he got shellacked. Did Cunningham. Can Finn Balor because the new NWA champion? Sure. Sure. Finn Balor. Finn. Cunningham just dumps it off to Fryer just to get a couple of yards.
On the reception, Sale with the tackle.
6 catches for Fryer, and we got ourselves a 3rd down and a touchdown. We'll have to do it. Anything else, have to settle for a field goal. 3rd and goal. Cunningham sacked. DeMarcus Ware once again. He has made an impact in this game.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to take us to the 4th quarter, guys. You're going to want to buckle down and watch these final 10 minutes. One of these teams eliminated from the postseason. It is going back and forth, and it's going to come down, I would imagine, to who holds the ball last. It is going to be an incredible 4th quarter. Maulers 25, Crusaders 24. And the Crusaders back up by 2. 27-25. Neil O'Donnell's got to put a solid drive together right here. Jefferson, Thigpen, Rice. I know there's a lot of excitement when they added Jefferson, who had previously played in 2 Revolution Bowls with the San Antonio Dragons. Hoping that would really spice up this Neil O'Donnell-led offense.
1st and 10 from the Maulers.
The give to Perry straight up the gut. He's got 8 yards on that run.
8 yards on the play.
Clock killing drive would be good for the Maulers as well. Good blocking, Perry to the outside, and he's got a 1st down, about 2 yards shy of midfield. Look at a lot of praise and a lot of dap for the Mauler teammates. They're really pumped up right now. Perry takes it again, and he had the block. If he could have gotten around, was that Patrick Peterson? If he could have gotten around him, that might have been. Oh no, that's Jesse. He's got the same number as Patrick Peterson. What the heck? There's 2 21s out there. That's not right.
2nd and 12.
So it's 2nd down and 12 for the Maulers. O'Donnell just has to get rid of it before he takes the sack. All the pressure on the play by Brown. And it's going to be 3rd down and long for Birmingham. This is not a scenario they wanted to be in. O'Donnell looking for Rice. He's got Rice. They say he's out of bounds. Oh my goodness. And the Maulers went 3 and out. Well, not 3 and out. They did get a 1st down on the drive with on the running game, but this was not the time to falter. They needed a drive. They needed some kind of points. It goes back to Columbus, who has the lead. The clock, the football, everything is in their control.
ain't gonna cut it against our coverage, baby.
Thurman Thomas is going to be critical on these plays here.
First and 10.
Can he get his rushing attack going?
Crusaders. 21 yards.
There's the gift to Thomas, and again, Thomas struggling to get anything. He only got 2 on the ground there.
He picks up 2 yards on the play. Right with the tackle.
You also don't want to play too conservative, because if you need to get the ball back and score, for example, if Columbus winds the clock all the way down, but then Birmingham scores, they're going to need some time. There's still a lot of time left. Incomplete. Raymond Barry, who's gone quiet since the early stages of this game, since he had that opening touchdown. It falls incomplete. That only stops the clock, but it makes it a 3rd down here for the Crusaders. A quarterback sack, and who else? DeMarcus Ware. Oddly enough, that's only the first sack for DeMarcus Ware, but he's been a terror in the backfield all day long. 3 and out, untouched. You can't let DeMarcus Ware go untouched. What a goof. What a blunder that was. And the Crusaders a chance to ice it. They go 3 and out, and they send it back to the Birmingham Maulers.
You just got shut down and put down with that thing.
It's going to be a really good field position for Birmingham.
6 yards on the play.
That was
Ball
a
will be
crusher,
placed around
baby.
46 yards.
I'll give it to him. Good.
First and 10 from the Crusaders. 46 yards.
And they give it to Perry. Perry's had some strong rushing.
Perry with the carry. Gordon has 2 yards on the play. Gatlin credited with the tackle. Second and 7 from the Maulers. 44 yards.
2nd down and 8. This is getting good right now. Jerry Rice. That time Rice makes sure he's inbounds, and he's actually almost going to get the 1st down. Unbelievable. Rice and Patrick Peterson, they've been dueling it out all day. All right, this is going to be a big play.
3rd and inches.
If they hold them, that field goal kick is going to be about 50 yards. Oh, they got it. No problem. Perry has just embarrassed Thurman Thomas so far in this game with his rushing ability. And Birmingham in a pretty comfortable spot right now. I would think they obviously want to get a little closer, but they can kind of run the ball quite a bit more. Another solid run by Perry. Are the Birmingham Maulers finally going to win a playoff game? They're one of the last of the original 8. Look at that catch by Jerry Rice. Obviously, the Omaha Firebirds never won a playoff game. But everyone else, San Antonio's won. Ann Arbor finally won last season. Huntington Beach, Salt Lake City, Gainesville, Oklahoma City, Birmingham, and Omaha, the last 2 looking for that playoff win. Omaha's not going to get it in this incarnation.
Second and goal.
4 minutes to play, and this is where we say you can try to wind the clock out, but if you're the Maulers, you might need a little bit of time on the back end. Look at this beautiful blocking. You don't get that in Madden. Touchdown, Birmingham Maulers. They take the lead late on the road. And again, Birmingham is going to go for 2. Make it a 6-point game. Now, the logic in this game isn't solid. You got to make it a 6-point game. Oh for 2 so far, the Birmingham Maulers in their conversion attempts. And they nail it that time. 2-point conversion, good. 6-point game. Get ready, guys. Zach, Brian, it's coming down to this. Here we go. All right, Randall Cunningham. It all comes down to him. Can he will the expansion? Columbus Crusaders to a playoff win and a trip to Atlantic City. Just avoiding the sack, and Irving Fryer makes the grab. 8 times Irving Fryer's had the ball in front of his face. 7 times he's brought it in. Incredible.
Thanks for giving me all that time, boys.
That's why us boys in the trenches get...
First and 10 from the Maulers, 42 yards.
Cunningham at the 42. Drops it in there beautifully, and it's Irving Fryer again. And for the Crusaders, now they're in business. How much of the clock do you let tick down? It becomes a clock battle at this point. No coverage on Fryer. How much clock do you allow to tick away? And again, Thurman Thomas has nothing on the ground. This one, I would imagine, will tick down to the 2-minute warning. Then you can regroup, you can huddle up, decide what 2 plays you want to run. Obviously, Birmingham can call timeout, so I think if you're Columbus, you just try to get the ball in the end zone no matter what.
All right, big play. Let's do it again.
The Maulers are going to call their timeout, so it's like if you play conservative, you got to get a touchdown either way. You got to keep playing strong here. Cunningham, touchdown Columbus. Well, both quarterbacks stepped up on their drives. O'Donnell and Cunningham, both in the face of doubters, have had terrific games here today. Second touchdown of the game from Metularis. And with this pending extra point, it goes back to O'Donnell to try to win it for the Birmingham Maulers. And it's a 1-point lead. Birmingham only needs to get into field goal range. 34-33. An incredible playoff game here. Revolution Pro Football. This is what it's all about, guys. And we got 7 more playoff games for you of the All-Pro 2K8 series. Rod Woodson. Spin move. He's tackled inside the 30. O'Donnell. Intercepted! Are you kidding me? Neil O'Donnell picked off. Oh my goodness. And for O'Donnell, that's kind of what the that's what it's been for him, unfortunately. Well, still an opportunity. They got all their timeouts, so it's not completely out of the way yet. Thurman Thomas hasn't exactly been rushing the ball in the greatest of ease. How long is too long of a field goal kick if you're Columbus? Thomas. 3rd and 5. Well, it comes down to this. A first down. Columbus wins it. A stop. And the Maulers get one more shot. It's a play fake. Cunningham. Ball game. What a throw by Cunningham, and it came down to it. It came down to the two polarizing quarterbacks. Cunningham delivered. Here in season 5, 2 years after getting let go from the Firebirds after 2 terrible seasons. And Neil O'Donnell with the opportunity through the interception. The numbers brilliant for Randall Cunningham. And now we know this is the end. This is the end, my friends. The Birmingham Maulers. And it only seemed fitting. I mean, that was the first game in league history, Birmingham and Huntington Beach. We already saw Huntington Beach go away. Now we're seeing Birmingham go away. We already know the future. With the city of Birmingham putting their focus into the USFL, the Birmingham Stallions and everything that comes with that. The Birmingham Maulers, they're going to sell the team. They're going to sell it to much like the same situation that the Tampa Bay Vipers did in the Tampa Bay Mutiny. They're going to sell it to the Atlanta Falcons ownership group, who's going to rename the team as the Atlanta Dirty Birds, bringing back the old school logo, the black and the red. They're going to make waves by finally getting the quarterback that they were looking for, as they are going to sign Tom Brady. Yes, they're going to lose Jerry Rice, but they are going to make big, big waves by bringing Tom Brady into Atlanta, and the Atlanta Dirty Birds are going to be born. And that is what the team, the Birmingham Maulers, will become. The Maulers, 5 years, 3 playoff trips, no playoff victories, but it was all Neil O'Donnell, Jerry Rice, and company. Folks, that is going to do it for this. We're going to write down the stats for our stat book up on Patreon. We're going to take maybe a 10-minute break, and then we're going to come right back with Friday Night SmackDown as part of WWE 2K22 on this doubleheader Slammiversary Saturday. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be back in just a bit.